Welcome back to Let's Play Tomb Raider with me, Jerupitus, and the wolves have made off with our pack that has medical supplies and other necessities in it, so let's go get that back from them. What do we got over here? Some chickens? I got them both. It's a little heartless to just kind of be murdering helpless animals, but at the same time they grant you experience, so there is a reward for doing so. It's a little weird. So I feel like I'm not going to overdo it, but if it's right there, I might as well. And I believe this is what I was thinking of when I found the, sort of altar earlier, thinking that there was something I needed to do with it, but I think it's just those. So while we're in here, we may as well hunt down some salvage as much as possible. And we have 350, so I gotta feel like some upgrades are gonna be in the cards pretty soon here. I remember these. I don't have the tools to open those quite yet, but we're going to get a pretty exciting new tool to be able to interact with those fairly soon. Now I just want to make sure there's not anything else I'm missing before we continue on. And it looks pretty good to me. Well, that's not going to be the way forward, is it? Alright, it looks to me like this is the way we want to go. Well, let's check around behind me quickly. Doesn't look like I can do anything with that. So if I remember right, I gotta jump and kind of cling onto this thing. And that's gonna give me access to up here.
These ruins. Kamakura period. Was all this part of Yamatai?
Not clear if all of it was part of Yamatai, but I would have to assume so. I'm not feeling like the crazy people trying to kill us were spending most of their time constructing a civilization here. A little more salvage here. And let's just make sure we're progressing in the right direction. Yeah, it's going to be all the way up there, so we've got a ways to go. But I would say this direction seems somewhat promising. Nope, can't go that way. All right. That looks interesting, but I can't get through there quite yet either. Oh, we can steal birds' eggs, too. We're just kind of straight up mean to wildlife in this game, I feel. Ah, I see, a zip line. Well, let's take it down and see what happens. Yeah, I could explore more below, but I think I'm just gonna follow this way. Through this gigantic plane wreckage. That seems like something doesn't want me headed this way. I'm gonna take out that poor little birdie. 20 XP for that. That's not so bad. Alright, it's gonna be right up there. Let's get to it. Although the salvage thought I didn't see it, but it was wrong. I did see it. A little nervous to drop down, so I'm going to try to maybe run around the side. Yeah, here we go. Kind of feel like I want my torch back, so let's go ahead and get that relit. I can't do that yet either. Interesting. All right, let's try this way. Yep, it sure sounds like they're in there. Let's double back real quick first, though. Ooh, that's going to be an optional tomb. Oh, man, should we do it right now? I kind of feel like we should. I know that I should be hurrying to get those medical supplies, but I can't resist it if I see it. So let's go do it. There are 15 GPS caches here. That's just so many. Oh, I can't access it yet. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah. I'm kind of getting my wires crossed because I remember so many of the tools. So all those things just kind of look like things I should already be able to do, but we're not that far into the game yet. So why don't we get back to what we should be doing? I kind of feel like the pistol might be best for this. I feel like it'll have kind of a better rate of fire to deal with these wolves. But we'll see. Oh man, that startled me.
I just want the pack. That's all.
Oh, the shadow behind me, did you see that?
Got it. Okay. Got to get this back to Roth.
Now, do you think the wolves are just gonna let us leave? Oh, I want to get out of here ASAP. Yep. Oh, God. Stab him in the neck.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, it definitely was. I'm pretty proud of myself for succeeding at those quick time events on my first try, though. Maybe I'm starting to learn which buttons are which. That bird is having kind of a bad time. Aw, I was gonna put it out of its misery. And now we can use this handy-dandy shortcut to get back down. These zip lines are so cool, and believe me, they're going to get more and more interesting and involved as we progress. But for now, let's just get back to Roth.
Let's get you patched up.
Roth.
It's not bad. Where does a young lady like you learn to do a thing like that?
Late shift at the 9 Bells. Wolf's got nothing on a broken bottle.
Hey, you got it. Nice work.
So I assume the plan is to take that up to the radio tower.
Well, it should give us the best shot of broadcasting a strong signal in every direction. Look. Lara. We need to send out that SOS. And I'm not climbing anytime soon.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that.
You can do it, Lara. After all, you're a Croft.
I don't think I'm that kind of Croft.
Sure you are. You just don't know it yet.
Well, let's hope I'm a fast learner then.
Just be careful, Lara.
You might want to give that axe a go on the rock wall over there first.
Alright, and the climbing axe was what I was thinking about. So these kind of craggy rock faces, we can climb using that. And that would be the way that we would be able to access that optional tomb, which we're definitely going to do.
I can climb this.
So we just have to jump at them and press X. And then we can climb like this. But let's go ahead and get back to that optional tomb. I think it was right over here. All right, here we go. This time we'll be able to actually explore it. And these are sweet. I've been looking forward to one of these since we started. Basically what they're going to end up being are environmental puzzles, which are pretty fun to do. And as the game progresses, they get increasingly complex. Looks like it might not be the safest place in the world, but I think we're going to be just fine. I kind of want to just check out over here before we go all the way in. Okay. Just a little fork in the road. All right, so what will we find in here? And we do get a little campsite, and I kind of feel like upgrading some stuff.
Thank God for Roth's training. All those treks, all those climbs. It's as if he'd been preparing me for something like this all along. It's clear that there are people living here, and they're organized. They're killing and recruiting. But why? It's like some kind of cult. But a cult of what? What do they want? What are they looking for?
I have a couple of guesses on that front, but we'll talk about those when we get a little bit deeper into the plot. For right now, I've got a skill point and 450 salvage, so why don't we go ahead and use these? And I'm not super interested in Survivor as I am Hunter. So let's see here. We could get more ammo capacity. I probably wouldn't mind that. The rest are locked, so I guess I might as well just finish it up. And now we should be able to carry more arrows, which will be nice. And let's see what we can upgrade with all of our salvage here. Yeah, this is as upgraded as this can get for right now. And let's finish up the bow as much as we can. Can shoot a little bit faster. We already got that one, so let's get the extra damage. And let's see what we can do for the handgun. Longer mag. Improved accuracy for increased damage. So is that both better accuracy and damage? Or just better damage? Yeah, I think we'll start with that. And I really like the way it actually adds the mods to the model of the gun. And we'll see a lot more of that as we go. These upgrades we have now, there's actually going to be even more than that. So it'll get pretty sweet and pretty exciting. But what I'm going to do for right now is just upgrade as much as I possibly can as quickly as I can. I think that makes sense to do. And let's continue on into this optional tomb here.
Gilded figures. Servants of the Sun Queen.
Tomb of the Unworthy, it's called. Well, I hope that's not us. That looks promising.
Sacrifice. Murder. There's no record of these kinds of rituals in ancient Yamatai. Unless it was erased from the texts.
That's possible, or it's possible that the crazy people are responsible for that. Something tells me I need fire to maybe get rid of these. Yeah, so where would I find that? Those candles aren't gonna do it. Oh, I see. I gotta be quick. Let's try this. And that'll give me access to the fire. And now I gotta feel like I can burn these hanging sacks that I hope aren't bodies, but probably are. And this is what I mean about environmental puzzles. None of them are, I would say, crazy difficult. They're closer to brain teasers, I would say. And now, kind of feels like I want to push this off again. And it looks like my eventual destination is going to be way up top. So let's see how that works out. Yeah, now I can use my climbing axe to get up there.
This may have been built in honor of her priestesses. Incredible.
They're not so difficult that they send you running to the internet, but they're difficult enough that you feel a little smart when you solve them. So let's see what we get. And now I think I just unlocked a weapon mod. But either way, I want to do as many of these as I can find, but I'm not going to go super crazy with it, but they're fairly easy to spot because they have the marking on the outside. And I really like the way they're designed, where once you're done, you can just kind of zip right out of there. And we can do some more upgrading, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit on that until we have a little bit more salvage. Because we got to get our distress call all the way up to the top of the radio tower, and believe me, it is crazy high in the air. And with our first optional tomb done, Tomb of the Unworthy, I felt worthy by the end of that. We can continue on to our real destination, which is the crazy high in the air radio tower. Let's get to it.
Nothing. What? Nothing. There's no one up here. They never make it up this far. Should we head back up to the bunker? Nah, let's wait out the storm. Got it! Stay alert. Let's move inside.
Alright, so the guy to the right patrolled away.
Good idea. We got some time. Might as well relax. They'll probably put us on reg duty later.
So what do you think they use it for?
What? Radio tower?
Yeah. It still works, right?
Probably. We got people up there guarding it day and night. Father Mathias doesn't want anyone going near it.
You think he has a line to the outside?
Why do you think no survivors ever make it up this far?
What do you mean?
Mathias knows exactly when a new ship is coming in. We always have plenty of time to prepare.
So, suspicion. Using that tower to our ships.
Exactly.
But why?
I think he's trying to find her.
The key. The key. You really believe in any of that?
I don't know. Look, we shouldn't be talking about it. Let's just get some rest.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And who do you think he means the key is? Now, I kind of feel like this way looks promising.
Need some help?
Never mind, but I can't headshot that guy. Probably don't want to jump down right there.
Let's go!
All right. Ah, that guy's in the distance.
Need a better angle. Need this!
Boy, that guy's right on top of me. Suppose right now is not a good time for GPS caches. Right, is that everybody? I was hoping that jumping over there I would still be in stealth, but clearly I was not. But we got through that just fine. And I do want to check out, before I progress any further, I do want to check out that house over there. Yeah, and find this.
I have spoken to some of the villagers on the island. I was expressly forbidden to leave the palace, but this did not stop me. My duties here are clear. I must learn the truth, but the stories I uncovered defy belief. Rumors abound of the Queen's communion with the spiritual world. They say she commands the sun and the rain, that her lands are abundant by her will alone. This is certainly nonsense. But what can be the cause of such whispers? Is this how she controls her people? By engaging their primitive superstitions? I saw absolute reverence in their eyes when they spoke of her. Yet, I also sense fear. Her people are treated with fairness, taxed reasonably, and are well protected by her storm god. No wonder some of them even pray to her. It's as if she were more than just a queen to them. Spreading discontent through her people may well be a harder task than I imagined.
So it sounds like someone was trying to overthrow Himiko, and this must be from the distant past, I think. But we'll see. Now I think I'm ready to move on. But it was interesting that the guys said that they never let survivors get this far. And that people are being lured in using the radio tower. So it would be pretty sweet if that was something we could stop them from doing. Now I think before I head further, I want to go ahead and get myself a lit torch. So we can find a few more salvage pickups. Ooh, a GPS cache. Let's grab that. And then, yeah, there's one salvage thing over there, so let's jump back down real quick. How would I get over there? There we go. Physics definitely doesn't work that way, but there is definitely a very strong argument to be made. In fact, I make it all the time that you should be able to do stuff like that with jumps in games, despite the fact that it's not realistic, because it feels bad when you feel like you lose control of your character in a game. You should always feel like you can have some measure of control. Because at the end of the day, games are more about fun and how good they feel than about realism. Now let's see. If I had to guess, I would say the way forward is actually over here. Yep, this looks promising. Gotta jump for it.
Lara, are you there?
Reyes, did you find Sam?
We're still on her trail.
I'm going to try and send an SOS from an old radio tower up here. Any tips?
Hey, Lara. You're gonna need to find the communications console. It'll look like a bunch of old switchboards.
Okay, I'll let you know when I find it.
So we're gonna have to find that communications console. And yeah, just look at, that's where we're going. God, it's so awesome. You're like, can we really possibly get there?
Hey, wake up, we got an intruder. Come on, grab her.
All right, well, that was less than ideal. I'm already spotted.
Do this!
Firing from flank. Damn it, now.
But I think the bow is gonna treat us just fine here.
Burn.
Come on, peek out, buddy. There we go. I think that happened because I missed my prompt to take the zip line down, but maybe not. But yeah, there's no going back for right now. The only way to go is forward, so let's do exactly that. And how are we doing on salvage now? 468. All right. Looking forward to finding a base camp.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, things look a little tense over here.
I'm telling you, Reyes, it's mechanical, not an electrical problem.
Now, Alex.
This looks like it might be an electrical problem.
You think?
Oh, hello. Hey, who's this little fox, huh?
Ah, she's cute, huh? Yes, Alicia.
Alicia.
It's my
I like
daughter.
that. Oh.
14 years old. And smarter than you'll ever be.
She must get that from her father.
Don't give him the attention. And, yeah.
I'll take a look at this. Probably electrical. From her father. Nice one.
So I was on the lock, right? Doing a spot of midnight fishing.
Hey, Grim. Time to button down the hatches.
I'd be right with you. So I was on the lock, right? And this thing comes looming at me. Looming out of the water it was. So I give it a old Glasgow kiss, you know. Gets you out of trouble 9 times out of 10, that does. Took me a week to sleep that night off. And I've not touched a drop since. See you at dinner, Sam.
All right, can we take B-roll, please? Thank you. Dr. James Whitman, filler 15, take 3, and action.
Okay, now take a firm grip, and then slice him down the belly, like this. Yeah, you got it.
Good Lord, cut! 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 Cut!
Is he coming back?
I'll go get him.
World-renowned archaeologist. I discover...
The world-renowned archaeologist,
fish.
Mr.
I don't
Dr. James
cut
Whitman.
rare breeds of fish.
It's just a fish. It's
I know
fine.
it's just a
You're gonna be
fish.
fine.
This damned reality TV business. I'm meant to be bringing culture to the people, Sam, not dinner. No offense, Jonah.
The audience demands content, Dr. Whitman. You know that. So until we find the Lost Kingdom, we need footage like this. Come on, let's just take it from the top, okay? We're gonna make you look like Gordon Ramsay in editing. Dr. James Whitman, filler 15, take 4, action.
Okay, now take a firm grip, and then slice him down the belly, like that.
I've studied them so much, I can see charts on the back of my eyelids. But if I'm not right about Yamatai being in the Dragon's Triangle...
I remember when you found that in one of your father's digs. You ran up and showed it to me dressed in your penguin pajamas.
I was 5 years old. It was my first find.
Yeah. You've got great instincts, girl. You just have to trust them.
That's what my father used to say.
Now, there was a man that ran on instinct. For better or worse. He would have been so proud of you, Lara.
We're getting closer to the storm.
Well, whatever's coming, we'll get through it, eh?
Okay, Lara. Pull yourself together. They're counting on you.
And I really enjoy that cutscene because you get so much characterization just through the interactions. Just how much of a sniveling jerk Whitman is. You just hate him immediately, and you maybe can't even put your finger quite on why, but he's just the worst, and you just know it. And then my other thing that I really want to mention about that is how much I love the crazy Scottish sea captain. He reminds me of the ship captain from Jaws. they're both like really similar characters, and he's just amazing. I love him. And we're going to continue on, but that's going to have to wait until next time because I'm all out of time for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.